FBI Director Christopher Wray issued a heartfelt defense on Thursday of an agency described by President Trump as being in tatters, and whose standing was the worst in history. Wray's testimony before the House Judiciary Committee was his first such appearance since taking the helm of the agency in August, and his first public comments since Trump tore into the FBI over recent revelations. "Let me start by saying that it is for me the honor of a lifetime to be here representing the men and women of the FBI," Rapp said in his opening statement. "There is no finer institution than the FBI and no finer people than the men and women who work there and are its very beating heart." Rapp's statements echoed a defense he sent to the agency's 35,000 employees on Monday. Wray penned a letter to his agents, telling them that he was inspired by example after example of professionalism and dedication to justice demonstrated around the Bureau. "It is truly an honor to represent you," according to the New York Times. Trump's criticism of the FBI came in the wake of his former national security advisor pleading guilty to lying to Bureau agents investigating Russia's interference in the 2016 election. Wray continued to applaud his agent's work on Thursday. "There is no shortage of opinions out there," Wray said. "What I can tell you is that the FBI that I see is tens of thousands of agents and analysts and staff working their tails off to keep Americans safe from the next terrorist attack, gang violence, child predators, spies from Russia, North Korea and Iran. The FBI that I see is people, decent people committed to professionalism and respect. The FBI that I see is respected and appreciated by our partners in federal, state, and local law enforcement, in the intelligence community, by our foreign counterparts both law enforcement and national security, and something like 200 countries around the globe." The president blasted the FBI after Michael Flynn admitted to lying, and then news emerged that a veteran agent who exchanged anti-Trump messages with a colleague worked on both the probe into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server while at the State Department and special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russia. Rep. Gerald Nadler DNY, the ranking Democrat on the committee, blasted the president for calling the FBI's integrity into question. "These outbursts exemplify two key characteristics of the Trump administration: a cheapening and coarsening of our dialogue, and baseless, but entirely predictable political attacks against Hillary Clinton, the Department of Justice, and the FBI," he said at the start of the meeting. Mueller is believed to be look at whether Trump obstructed justice by firing the FBI Director James Comey in May, who was overseeing probes into Flynn and Russia. Carolyn Castor-Rapp, "My experience has been that Director Mueller is very well respected within the FBI," Wray said when asked about the special counsel. Wray also spoke positively of Comey. "We haven't stayed in as much touch over the last several years and, of course, there's now the ongoing investigation, but my experiences have all been positive," he said. Comey has testified before Congress that Trump asked him to drop the investigation into Flynn. Republicans on the House committee, including Chairman Rep. Bob Goodlatte RVA, echoed Trump's concerns about bias in the special counsel investigation. Wray sought to assure lawmakers that he is doing all he can to root out any inappropriate behavior within the agency, and assured them he will abide by any recommendations made by outside investigators looking at the Clinton probe. "My preference is to be one of these people who is not an act first and ask questions later kind of guy, but an ask questions first and then act kind of guy," Wray said. "So I think these matters are being looked at as they should be by somebody outside the FBI. And when those findings come to me, I will take appropriate action if necessary." Wray said that Trump has not asked him to pledge his loyalty or to report directly to him. "My loyalty is to the Constitution," he said. The former George W. Bush Justice Department official added that he has made clear to his underlings that he expects his agents to act in an unbiased manner. "I am emphasizing in every audience I can inside the Bureau that our decisions need to be made based on nothing other than the facts and the law and our rules and our processes and our core values, and not based on any political considerations by any side of the aisle," he said.